guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your favorite vegan friend, Cece Marie, guys. That is me. So guys, it is day 2 of wedding week, and so I wanted to share a story with you guys of an experience that I went through during my wedding planning. And so I wanted to give you guys just like what not to do, like not to be like me. Don't be like me. Don't be like me. So I wanted to tell you guys a story, so it's like story time. So if you guys have watched my first video, you guys will see or hear, or I mentioned that I had an original photographer, and we did not go with that original photographer because of what the story that I'm about to tell you now. And we wound up choosing our actual photographer, which she was amazing, and I'll put her information down below, so don't you worry guys, because homegirl got you. Okay. So, my wedding was 8/8 this year, and I had planned our photographer. I booked our photographer last year. I wound up giving her a deposit for $1,000, and it was a non-refundable. So, but in my head, I'm thinking like a great deal because she was originally $1,500, and so I'm just thinking like, great deal, like it's no problem, like whatever. And so, in that package that she offered us, we were getting an engagement shoot, getting her for like 8 hours, unlimited planning, things like that. So I'm thinking like, great, awesome, because photographers are expensive. That's probably going to be like maybe, if you know, probably like maybe one of the top 5 things that's going to be really expensive in your wedding planning, because you're wanting pictures and your pictures last forever, and you want good pictures, because honestly guys, you can't do that day over. No matter how much you try or want to, like your wedding day is your wedding day, and that's a day that you can never like redo. So we wind up booking her, and then we wind up doing I originally wanted fall pictures, so wind up booking our engagement session in October. And so what happened was she apparently was getting tested for COVID, didn't feel comfortable doing our engagement session, so we planned it for November. Now, if you don't know, here in Oregon it's rainy season, so November was just like a lot of back and forth with planning, and it was a lot of miscommunication on her part with not communicating things to me. So we finally got our pictures in November, and then she told me that she would have them like within a week. So I'm thinking in my head, okay, cool, great, no problem. So we wind up, I didn't hear back from her once a week hit, so I said, okay, I'll just call her. So it was like more like a week and a half, because again, COVID season, busy season, probably for some vendors, because they're like having a hustle trying to like make up money that they lost from COVID. But again, didn't want to seem like a pushy bride, so I waited till like 2 weeks, I think. And so when I didn't hear from her, I texted her saying like, hey, just checking on the pictures, wanting to see like how they're coming. And she said, you know, she was getting them done, about to edit them, or I was finishing touches on editing them. Cannot talk right now, guys, sorry. So didn't think nothing of it, but the next day I get a text message from her, I think. Yeah, text message from her saying that she can't get the pictures, that she lost them. Those were her words, that she lost them. So I'm like freaking out, because I'm like, what the HELL double hockey sticks? Like, what the heck is going on? Like, I paid this money for pictures, like where are my pictures? And so I'm like crying and on the verge of tears. And so again, a miscommunication, because she didn't lose them, but they were on her computer and she couldn't get them off because I think her SD card was corrupted. Like, she was having a hard time getting them off her computer. And so when we finally got them, I was just livid. I was really having a horrible experience, because I just didn't trust her to be able to deliver on my wedding pictures, because I was like, if you lost my engagement pictures, or you couldn't get my engagement pictures, how am I supposed to trust you with our wedding pictures? Like, engagement pictures you can do over, wedding pictures you can't. So I like literally just told her that, you know, me and my fiance are going to talk about this over the weekend, because I don't know if we can like trust you to do our wedding pictures now, because we've been having problems with communicating with you, and like communication is always an issue with you, and like, you know, so I just wasn't, I was finally listening to the red flag, like the alarm bells were just going off in my head. And so I talked it over the weekend with my husband, and then like we just decided not to go through with her being our photographer anymore. So now the issue comes, where were we going to be able to get our money back? And so because we signed a contract with her that was not refundable, unfortunately we were not able to get our money back. And so I was like going back and forth with her in like Facebook messaging and things like that. And I mean, words got heated. It didn't get heated, but you know, she said some things that were not very professional. And while I felt like I was being a polite and professional, like, you know, polite, and I felt like I was being like a very understanding customer, I felt like for her as professional, she wasn't. And so we just decided that we would have to take the loss, because even if we took her to court, we signed a contract, and there's nothing that we could do because we signed a contract. So here's the thing, I have nothing against signing contracts. Like, I think contracts are good because it protects you and the other party. So I think signing contracts are good, and signing contracts benefits, but it does have its cons when, you know, they're in the wrong and yet you can't do anything about it because you signed a contract. Honestly, I don't know if we could have done anything because of the contract that we signed. We were already, like, our hands were already tied behind our backs. And because we didn't get the pictures we were promised, and we didn't get the service, like, you know, but anyway, so we wound up talking to our wedding planner, which thank God for her, because she was awesome. She's awesome. And just asking her if she knew any photographers that she could recommend, that she's either worked with or that she knows of. And so we wind up getting our photographers, Zoe and Mike. Amazing photographers. Let me just say, first of all, going back, so when I finally got the pictures from our original photographer, we were not happy with them. Like, they just didn't look that great. My husband is not photogenic, and he'd be the first person to tell you, like, he does not take pictures. So these are the pictures we got from the photographer. Yeah, they're not great at all, guys, at all. And so we didn't like them. Like, we didn't like them. So fast forward to our new photographer. We had a conference call with her. We had a video chat with her husband. We got way a better package deal than we got with our original photographer, still for the same amount. Thank God we had very supportive parents, and like like my parents and his parents were just very helpful with just helping us pay for our photographer, because like that was money that was taken out of our budget that we could not get back now. So we were very lucky in that regard. So we wind up booking Zoe and Mike because we had a conference call with them, and they just seemed very nice. So we pretty much just told them, like, hey, we're just gonna use the original photographer pictures for our save the dates, because at this point I didn't want to rush the pictures. Like, we already taken them, it's whatever. And so we really wanted to get like some nice pictures of like waterfalls and things of Oregon. Like, we love being out in nature. We love going to parks and hiking, and we love going to see like waterfalls around here in Oregon. So that's what we did. And so we had 2 outfit changes, which we didn't get with our original one. We had 2 different locations, which we didn't get with our original one either. And so we took our pictures with our new photographer. The experience, you guys, night and day. The experience was night and day. Like, so be prepared, guys. Be ready. Be ready. These are the pictures we got from our original photographer. I just love them. So those are the original pictures we got. And, well, not our original photographer, but our new photographer. Sorry, guys. These are the pictures we got from our new photographer. And so the pictures were just so different. Like, this and this is it literally looked like it's 2 different people. And so the experience with Zoe and Mike was just spot on. Like, communication was amazing. you know, the product that she gave us was worth the money and more. Like, I love the experience that we got from our original photographer. And what made it even better was that we told Zoe and Mike like our experience with our original photographer, and like just working with her, like she kept up communication. Even if like she didn't communicate on that day like she said she would, like but by the next day she would send me a text and be like, hey, so sorry I got caught up, but this is what's going on, blah 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 blah. Like, you know, she did not just let communication falter. She worked very closely with my wedding planner. She made up a schedule, like a photo schedule. Like, she was on time, very organized. And so I was not getting that from my original one. So, and then also with the payment, like we paid installs. So we did our deposit first, and then like every other week or whatever, like every 4 weeks or something like that, was a payment plan setup. So it wasn't just all paying up front, which, let me tell you guys, if you are a bride or if you're a customer, don't pay up front. You know, just do a small deposit. And if someone or a vendor is saying like you have to pay this full amount up front, like that's your deposit, run the other way. Because I don't think as a customer or even as a business, like you should operate like that. Because if you don't do a great job, or if you are not, if your business is not saying what it's going to do, I just think that's just red flags. So don't do what I did. Like, just pay deposit and then do your second payment or your third payment or whatever. But needless to say, like, our second photographer was amazing. Like, our new photographer was amazing, and so she made the experience worth it and made up for it. Like, I love our engagement pictures. Like, I think our engagement pictures are just like one of my favorite pictures that we've ever taken. And so she actually also did our wedding pictures as well, and they came out amazing. And like, she took so many good pictures. Like, she took so many good pictures. So I'm the type of person where like I don't like posy pictures. I like some posy, but then I like those candid shots that like no one is looking and they're just catching those moments. Those are the pictures that I love. And I like detailed pictures. And so she got detailed pictures, she got candid shots, she got posy shots. Just got a mixture of everything. Like, just everything. So that's just what I wanted to share with my story, and just let you guys know is that, you know, don't do what I did. Like, don't do what I did. If you find a photographer, like, research them, because when I actually finally did the research on our original photographer, like, she did not have a lot of great reviews after I finally like actually dug a little bit deeper. And come to find out, after this whole fiasco happened with her, like probably like 2 months before my wedding, there was another bride on Facebook that was having issues with this person, this vendor, and the same exact thing. So let me just say, when you guys are searching for vendors, do your research, ask for word of mouth. If you hire a wedding planner, like, even ask them like who would they recommend, who have they worked with, because, you know, I went through my wedding planner a lot, you know, after that whole fiasco with the photographer, because I was so paranoid that I was going to be hiring someone else that would do the same thing, or something else would happen, you know. And so, yeah, just don't do it. Just don't do it. I mean, we even had a fiasco with our bartender, per se, lack of communication, but with her, we wound up getting our money back because she just did not show up on the day of our wedding. So yeah, she did not show up on the day of our wedding. So it's just a lot. So just do your research. And make sure you are just on top of things, and read reviews and answer questions. And, you know, when you sign that contract, just make sure you are reading, and make sure it's just something that you really can do. And just make sure, like, you know, if something does happen, like, are you prepared to eat that money if this doesn't go your way, or, you know. So yeah, so that is my horrible wedding story of something that, I guess, my horrible experience with my photographer. But yeah, So that is it for me today, guys. I will see you guys tomorrow because it is wedding week. And yeah, if you guys have any more questions, definitely post them down below. I'll be doing a Q&A. Maybe not in the next video, maybe the video after. So yeah, so post any questions. Let me know what you guys think. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. All right, guys. Be safe, be healthy, and have enjoy the journey. And yeah, see you next time. All right, guys. Bye.